guys, it's Rebecca Versat. In today's video, I'm going to be doing 2 looks with the Conspiracy palette. I do have you zoomed in a little bit. I have nothing on my face right now, so I wanted to try and, I don't know, see about getting creative with this palette. I'm going to try and use a lot of the middle row and some of the shades that I haven't dipped into yet. So wish me luck. I'm starting off with the shade Food Vibes with an E36 from Morphe. I'm going to coat the entire tip of this brush. And other than skincare, I don't have anything else on my face. It's like picking up on every little bit of dry skin I have. Not so good. Alright, let me wipe this off and I will put concealer down and we will start again. Okay, I used the Jeffree Star Concealer in C2 all over my lid and then realized the little bloop that I had was way too much. So I spread it basically all over my eye area. I'm going to go back into Food Vibes. I did not set this, it's still tacky. Still using that same Morphe brush that is the E36. I have filmed so many videos this morning or today that I have literally killed one entire battery all the way dead, and this one is flashing at me. So we'll see what happens. Alright, hold on to that brush. I'm taking this brush, it's going to be kind of an ugly color combo. I'm going into pigment. I have not used this shade yet. I have used Cheese Dust, I've used Flaming Hot, but I haven't used this one. Okay, battery died. Let's try this again. Going into that pigment shade. It's almost making one of those cheese dust shades in the middle, which is fine. Dip into Cheese Dust and just gonna make it so in the center. I mean, it was almost that color anyways. Alright. Now I'm gonna take the flat synthetic brush . Trying Trisha for the first time. I have had a couple of people tell me that this shade is like chunky. Why it would be chunky, I don't know. And this brush is dry and I'm getting very little payoff. It doesn't want to stack over those matte shadows for whatever reason. The hell, man. Alright, let me try my finger. It feels rough in the pan. That's a whole lot better. Now I got hot pink under my eye. Now I'm gonna pick up more product with this brush I've been trying to use. There's like a spot in the front of my eye where there's the yellow right in here. And the yellow is actually peeking through the pink. Hello? guess the yellow just wants to be seen. All right, I'm gonna color switch this brush. I'm gonna try a different shade with it and see if maybe it's just, it doesn't like the brush. Now I'm gonna go into Conspiracy. I know this look is kind of a mess, but I don't care. It's a little sheer, again, with the finger trick. Oh, my finger's still hot pink underneath the green. Look at that. I've been warned that the Trisha shade does stain. See, this shadow actually feels like it's wet to the touch, whereas the Trisha shadow is very like dry and it felt like 180 grit sandpaper. Yeah, even wiping my finger off, my finger's still hot pink. I'm gonna go back into those first shades and just kind of punch those colors up just a little bit. Satisfied with this. I'm not done with it by any means, but I'm going to go into the What's Up Tea shade with my angled brush for the other eye. It's like this bluish, greenish, whatever. I'm going to plop it right here. Oh, it's a lot more pastel on my skin than it looks in the pan. And I didn't put anything down on this eye. So this is all me over here. And I'm taking that all the way up to my brow bone, or my eyebrow. I haven't used sleep paralysis or spiraling, so I'm gonna do spiraling on the outside and then sleep paralysis on the inside, and then I will figure out what I want to put other places. So holy crap, I'm trying a flat synthetic brush. Because it picked up so damn much, I'm just gonna, tap and then swipe. All right, with a brush it was kind of chunky. But with a finger, it spread out quite a bit. And I've got a lot of fallout. I even have fallout all the way down here. So, beware. Now into sleep paralysis. This one definitely doesn't feel as crumbly. Very similar tone though. It's like a more beige version of it instead of brown. The other one, sleep or spiraling, is more of like a nice chocolate brown base, whereas this one's more of a mid-toned beige tone. I ain't mad at it. Alright, taking a Morphe M149, I'm going to dip into Diet Root Beer and just blend above both of them. It's kind of like a little detailing brush. Was there before I added the other shades. And I'm going to take just a touch, if the camera will focus, of ranch on my finger and just run it right by my brow bone. Oh. Alright, let me get cleaned up and I will do corrector, concealer, blush, bronzer, highlight, everything else, and I will be right back to finish the rest of my face with you guys. Okay, so I'm back with the rest of my face on. I'm gonna go ahead and finish up these two eye looks. Now, I think I'm gonna take the yellow and put it out here. And there's something running around in our attic. Not quite sure what it is. I think I'm going to use cheese dust also in between the pink and the yellow on this side as well. Just to, you know, combine those two shades. And with this little brush, I'm going to go back into that pigment shade and just go back over the pink to make sure that it's not as vibrant as I want it to be. So I just want to punch it up a little bit. It looks a little lost. I'm also going to grab it and put it underneath the front of my eye. I'm going to grab that Food Vibe shade and just drag this down where I covered up some of it with concealer. And on that little flat brush, I'm going to grab that Conspiracy shade and pop that right in the inner corner. And then I'm just going to tap over it over here. Shimmer shades on my lid tend to get munched off, so there's that eye look finished. Now with this eye over here, I'm going to grab Diet Root Beer just on the tip of this brush, and I'm going to angle it all the way up and run it underneath my eye to smoke it out. And then I'm going to grab What's the Tea on the rest of it and then put that flat against my eye and run it back and forth to blend that out just a little bit. I'm going to grab Ranch and put that on my inner corner real quick. And then taking that synthetic brush into Sleep Paralysis. Oh, that shade's making my eyes sting. And then dipping into Spiraling. Oh, that one makes my eyes sting too. I don't know what the hell's in the attic, but something is up there running around like a chicken with his head cut off. Oh, my eyes stinging. Alright, so I flipped the little nib around on this thing the other day, and it came with this little hat. I try and keep it on it. It does fit down in the little lid. I'm going to try and use this for liner, but if it's too dried out, I'm a big pitching this. Okay, that went on a lot easier than it did the other day. The other day, this little tip was so hard, it was actually making my eye hurt. And it was like tugging at my skin. So now for mascara, I'm going to use my Thrive Cosmetics. This is their tubing mascara. It's called something Liquid Lash Extension, I think. know, this eye over here looks very grungy to me. All right, I'm gonna zoom you guys in. I'm gonna get closer to the camera. I'm gonna let you see what this looks like up close, and then I will do a final wrap up. All right, so I've got you guys zoomed out so you can see the finished look. I used the Betty Boop blush for, well, blush and highlight. I used Star Island from Ofra for highlight, and then Frog from ColourPop, it's one of their Super Shock shadows, as also highlight. L'Oreal Luma Bronze for my bronzer. L'Oreal Color Riche Shine lipstick and Glossy Fawn for my lip color. Thrive Cosmetics mascara. I did the Aero Enhanced Bright Now in my waterline, and then in my upper waterline on both eyes, I ended up using the Smashbox Always On Gel Liner in Fishnet. And then on this eye, I ended up using the Ico Skinny Liner in, I think it's black or Black Magic, something like that. So that's everything else on my face right now. This eye is very like grungy, very dark, very like sultry looking. And then you look at this one and it's like very bright, very carnival, very Mardi Gras kind of vibes. So it's like literally it would be like the power of makeup. So you have this side of my face and then this side of my face. It's amazing what makeup does. Okay, so talking about this palette, I used more of the shades that I've used before. So I will talk about, I think, the only shade in here I have not used is my Pills. Looking at all of them, I can see where I've dipped in on every pan, and the only shade I haven't used is this one. So for this eye here, I used Food Vibes, Cheese Dust, Trisha, Pig-ment, and Conspiracy just on this eye. So I used all of these shades on this eye. Now on this eye, I used What's the Tea, Sleep Paralysis, Spiraling, Root Beer, and Ranch to create this look. And I had already used 10 of the shades before I did this look. So, like I said, the only shade I haven't used so far is my Pills, which is a very, just to show you. Can you see it? Probably not, because it's just a hint pinker than my skin. So I would most likely be using it as like an eraser shade anyways, or at least what I call an eraser shade. You know, when you're blending up here, up along between your brow bone and your actual eyebrow, and you make an Ipsy, you take a flat, fluffy brush and you dip into a shade like that, and you're like trying to erase it off. It's a very neat trick to do if your skin is the color of mine and that shade will work for you. I also know that The other shade, the Cry on My Couch shade, also works very well for that, but this is more pink than the other one. The other one's more of a yellow based, and that one is almost identical to my skin tone, so it is what it is. I mean, I can see it on my skin only because it's a little bit more pink and there's a little bit of a sheen on my skin where it's at. But so far, I'm actually really enjoying this palette. I probably could have done black liner with my rides here because it's actually a really good black. Comparing it, just remembering how shadows work, comparing it to some of my other black shadows, just thinking back, I don't have any blacks like this. I have blacks that look gray, I have blacks that look brown, I have blacks that look blue and purple. I have blacks that look like they're really trying to be a black shade. But this one here, this is a black shade. This is a nice pigmented, rich black shade. This is not a wannabe black shade. So I think I'm going to take a page from Laura May Beauty's book and actually sit down and pull every palette I own that has a black in it, whether it has glitter or not. I'm going to sit down and do a swatch comparison to show you every black shade I have, just to show you how different these blacks are from one to the other. So when I get the time, I will sit down and look at every palette I own, every black shade I have, and I will do a swatch video for that. So stay tuned because I know I'll put it on my list of things to do. So far, I'm really enjoying the Conspiracy palette. I've only used it a few times. Like I said, I've used every shade but the one. So yeah. All right, I'm gonna hop off here. I have a live stream to do. I should have started it like 45 minutes ago, but I made coffee. So, I mean, it's coffee. And I have hair like falling out everywhere on me. It keeps tickling me. That's why I keep messing with it. So anyways, I'm gonna let you guys go. I will see you in tomorrow's video. Have a fantastic day or night wherever you are. And let me know which eye you like. This side of my face is my left. Left side is the real dark grungy. And the right side is more like the bright and bold and out there color. So let me know which side you like, whether it's my right side or my left side. I'll see you in the comments. Bye.